This is an overview tutorial of Lead Finder Jack. Log in, you will see this screen, and it is by default on World Search. And depending on your version of your subscription, you will have 1, 4, or 5 search engines. When you first set up Lead Finder Jack, you want to go to Settings, come over to the left side, and you'll enter your license email address in the top here. Typically, when you log in, if there is an update, you'll get a notice. And you can always come over here and click on this button, and it will show you the update history. This user data is not used. You can enter an email address in the email line here, and when you send test email, it will use this email address. When you click on the tutorials tab here, it will take you to this web page, and there are actually 2 Lead Finder Jack menu buttons. So you'll start with one and go to the next. Okay, we'll start with World Search, and you select the country you want to search in. And I'm in the United States, so I'll use the US. And you create a campaign, and this is a fabulous update to the program. You select your state, select the city, and you can select cities beginning with any combination of letters, and select what you want and add. So just select any combination of letters, or just scroll through the list and pick out cities that you want to. Okay, and then when you've chosen the cities you want to search, if these are a group of cities that you might use on a regular basis, you can save them to your cities list. Okay, and then next time you come back to World Search and want to search this state, you can pull up your cities list. Next, you'll select your niche. You can start typing a word and choose any of the niches that come up, and you may save it to a niche list. Okay, and next time you come back, you may use the same list, and then you go and get companies. So I'm actually going to stop this because there is a tutorial that shows you how to do World Search. Okay, and if you go to Dig Deep, you can stop Dig Deep, and underneath Search Settings there is a button, and you can edit any of this information that you wish and create your own custom search options. And as long as it's set on that custom search option, every search that it goes through, it will use that search setting. So if you want something different, then you need to change it when you get to search. Okay, next is Local Biz. Local Biz, you can use any niche, any city, any country around the world. It's probably the fastest search that there is. You're searching one niche, one city at a time. Next is Home Advisor. Home Advisor is an American company. You will only find search results in the US. And you create a campaign, and you do the same steps as you did for World Search. So you're going to select your state, select your city, and you will only find things in here that are actually served by Home Advisor. So if you're looking for something and you don't see it in here, it's because it's not something that Home Advisor covers. So next, Get Companies. Search is finished, so it didn't find any of whatever it was I searched. And it would have used these search settings to do Dig Deep. Next is AdWords. The layout is the same for World, Home Advisor, AdWords, and Unclaimed. So again, you'll create a new campaign, select your state. Okay, and here are cities, so pick a city, or you could load a list if you have a list for this particular state. Select a niche and then get your companies. Next is unclaimed. You can add Google Plus and Yellow Pages to your search. So it's the same process. Create a campaign. You select a state, a city, or a number of cities, a niche, or a number of niches, and go ahead and do your search. Suppose you had to stop for some reason or your computer crashed in the middle of a search. What you can do is click on load, and you can come to any of the searches that you've already completed and click OK. So that is now reloading the search. You can click on resume if it was still in the search process. You can ask it to start over again or send it to dig deep. Okay, once our campaigns are done, we can go and set up email. The first thing you may want to do is to set up your mail server, and that's so if you come over to the left side underneath World and click on Mail Server, here you can add your Amazon email senders. You can set Lead Finder Jack as your mail sender. You can come down here and add a mail server, and you click on the top button, and if you want to use Amazon, click on Amazon. And here's a button that pops up that reads more information. When you click this, it will take you to a website. You can download information, you can watch a video, and you can see a demonstration. And you're going to use this information and go to aws.amazon.com and follow all the details in the PDF or the video and fill out this information, and you'll have your email server. If you want to remove one, you click on whatever you want to remove and click on delete mail server. You can use Lead Finder Jack mail server as a default or as the fallback if you want, and you can modify settings that you've already made. Once you've done that, then you come to the tab to the right of where you are underneath local biz and click on templates. You check the library, and there are probably a couple dozen email here in the library. These are pre-written email. Down and highlight an email. It'll tell you a little bit about what it is, and then select download. You click on modify and modify the details of the email. There are more details about setting the email up and all these buttons here in the Lead Finder Jack tutorials. Okay, this is just an overview. Okay, so once you're finished with this, you're going to save it and send a test email. And here's the email that I have in the system. Click OK, and it reads test email has been sent. On this screen, you can also click on this button and create an email. There's a little bit of a message in here, and you can just edit everything. You want to name it, give it a subject. My preference is 400. If they get much wider than that, they're harder to read. You have to give it a name and a subject before it will save. And save it. So that is creating, and then if you decide you want to remove a message, you just click on the red X, and that will delete whatever email message is highlighted. So it just deleted the fabulous one I just created. So next, you'll go to campaigns and select a campaign. Typically, what loads is the last one that was searched. First thing you want to do is click on email, and you're going to select email from the right side and move them over to the left, and you'll want to move the ones over that relate to this particular campaign. But you see here it shows the space in the sending. So the first one is sent immediately, the next one is 5 days, but you can click on these little up down arrows and change that here. And when you're happy with that, click OK. So those 3 emails will be sent to the people on this list. And we will select email and send a test email. So here it shows where this test email is being sent. Start the email campaign. You're not actually starting the campaign, you're sending a test message. Okay, test email has been sent. Okay, so I have received the test email that was sent, so the campaign is ready to start. The majority of what you do with Lead Finder Jack will be in the 4 or 5 search engines that you have: campaigns and email. You may also, if you want to know more details about any particular company, you click on company and then come over to the campaign list and select any of the campaigns, and it will load that particular campaign. Obviously not much in there. So it'll load the campaign and you can go through each of the results and see more of the details about the company. You can add and edit information, and you can make notes. If you make phone calls and you want to make notes about whom you contacted, you can add that information here. And you can also click on search and click on the search settings and edit any of the criteria that you have in here and click save. And that pretty much wraps up this tutorial.